it's Andrea from WellAndrea, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about why it is a good idea to switch up what we're doing when it comes to movement and exercise once in a while. And I want to start with a disclaimer. I'm not talking about the random quote unquote muscle confusion that we were told to do 10, 15, 20 years ago, where we would just do these random exercises all the time and there was really no rhyme and reason. So for example, if you're lifting weights, it definitely is good to have a program that uses progressive overload, where you do the same or very similar moves for many weeks at a time, and you're just increasing either the reps or the weight from week to week or so. And there are other components, of course, of a program that it always should have, right? It should have a cardiovascular component, a mobility, a stability, a flexibility component, and a strength component as well. But I think that it is really easy to get really comfortable in what we're doing and not really challenging ourselves as much as we maybe should. And it's very easy to check off the boxes and say, for example, I do mobility work and everything is fine. And you may be doing mobility work and things may be fine, but maybe they could be a little bit better. For example, if you challenged your mobility and worked on your mobility in a different way. I did that recently and it was actually very nice. I have been doing mobility work for a long time, and I think I have worked through a lot of sticky points in my body, and but challenging yourself in different, new, unfamiliar ways is always a good idea. And so I encourage you to think about something you can change, something you can maybe add or do in a different way. One way to really structure this is to look at the years and quarters and roughly follow that. So every 3 months or so, you would change things a little bit. Again, that doesn't mean you have to change everything. That doesn't mean you're going to throw progressive overload out. You're still going to do those things, but maybe you approach your mobility, flexibility, stability, maybe your cardio work, maybe even how you lift weights in a different way, in a way that challenges your body, that challenges your brain, that challenges how you look at the world, because I think we can really benefit from that. I hope you have a great day and keep moving.